This is PBS.
Hello and welcome to This is Public Broadcasting. I'm your host, Captain Rutledge. It's another new year, and another new set of PBS shows are coming out soon. But before we take a look at them, I decided to start out this year with something very familiar to my generation that grew up with PBS. Excuse me.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Created by Lancet Media Productions, WNED Buffalo, and the Great Plains National Instructional Television Library, the series features host LeVar Burton in a variety of places and situations, demonstrating to children the importance of reading and sharing recommendations for books.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
The series was produced to combat declining interest in reading, especially during the summertime. As a result, both WNED in Buffalo and the University of Nebraska decided to collaborate on programming to encourage a love of reading in children and young adults. In 1979, WNED aired a puppet show called Ride the Reading Rocket on its station, but all involved in the project agreed something better was needed. Eventually, a team consisting of WNED producer Tony Butino and Great Plains Library members Dr. Twyla Liggett and director Paul Schuckbach came together with writers Ellen Schechter and Lynn Gannick to produce a reading-based TV series that could maintain children's attention while making them interested in books. What do you do in this situation? Best thing to do? Take a look at the masters, of course. The whole team met with PBS stars like Fred Rogers and the folks behind Sesame Street and the Electric Company. The WNED and Nebraska team approached Cecily Truitt and Larry Lancet of Lancet Media to further develop and produce the show they had in mind. The show name, Reading Rainbow, came from an intern at WNED, and funding was secured from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the Kellogg's Foundation. So they had a name, funding, focus, what else? A host. The Reading Rainbow team met Roots star LeVar Burton during a TV conference, and at once, Reading Rainbow had everything required for becoming a success. Reading Rainbow hit PBS stations across the nation in summer of 1983. Each episode was divided into 3 segments: recitation of the day's book, a field trip with LeVar that relates to the day's story, and lastly some children doing reviews of books related to the day's episode. All of the books covered in the series were recommended by the American Library Association and were usually read by celebrity cameos, from Jason Alexander to Patrick Stewart, and Maya Angelou to Leslie Uggams. They all did a great job reciting these stories, and it wouldn't be surprising if these recitations led children to read these books for themselves. Each episode of Reading Rainbow was wrapped around the day's story. For example, the episode featuring Pet Stories You Don't Have to Walk was set at an animal shelter, and the episode theme was about owning pets. Likewise, the episode with the paper crane took a look at events at a Japanese cultural fair. The variety of books in the series offered insight into science, mathematics, history, geography, and the arts. Viewers could explore the ocean depths one day and learn about clowning the next, or learn about the Underground Railroad and then what it's like to be a car mechanic or waiter at a diner. They even covered harsher subjects like growing up, death of a loved one, living in a bad neighborhood, or even having a parent in prison. There was even an episode on the set of Star Trek: The Next Generation. The possibilities were endless. Provided, of course, they fit with the episode's budget. Each episode ended with book recommendations related to the day's show. Children would talk about their favorite books and what they enjoyed most in them. Children can be tough to work with on camera, but the Reading Rainbow crew managed to get hold of kids that had a great screen presence. I mean, just look at these examples.
So if you like movies and want to make one of your own, then this book is for you. Cut! Print it!
Hey, wait a minute. Don't touch that dial.
My name is George, and I have a great new book to tell you about. I'd like to sing you one more song from the book. Miss Mary, all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, 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 all down her back, back, back. Now you can see why you should sing along with Shake It to the one that you love the best.
During its 21-year run on PBS, Reading Rainbow won numerous awards, including 26 Emmys and a Peabody Award. Despite poor funding, it always managed to stay afloat. Until the No Child Left Behind Act cut off a great deal of funding for the show from the Corporation of Public Broadcasting. The last episodes were aired in 2006, and Reading Rainbow officially left the airwaves after the summer of 2009. Seemed like Reading Rainbow was forever gone. Until in 2012, to mark the series' 30th anniversary, LeVar Burton and Mark Wolf made a deal with WNED to create a Reading Rainbow app and raise $6 million through Kickstarter. However, a few legal disagreements between Burton and WNED hindered development on the app in 2017. But development for a new Reading Rainbow TV program began in late 2018, thanks to a grant from the John R. Oishai Foundation. Does this mean Reading Rainbow will return to PBS? If it does return, I think it may be for the better. Today's kids are distracted by so many shiny objects. On-demand streaming, online videos, video games, cell phones. Not that these are bad things, but they do take time away from reading with the family. What Reading Rainbow did was make books feel more relevant in the modern world, and showed how reading can open up doors to opportunity. Books are powerful things, and when put in the right hands, they can ignite imaginations and enlighten souls. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just go to your local library or bookstore and find out for yourself. And also, don't forget to support your local PBS station to create more shows like these for me to look at. For This is Public Broadcasting, I'm Captain Rutledge. Good day.
I'll see you next time. Energize.